Dallas, Texas, and the Texas State Fair. And for the better part of a century, the Sooners and Longhorns have defined conferences, national titles, and how regions of the country are outcome of this game. When these two meet, everybody pays attention. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner will be brought down. So Texas's offense will start this game off. Guys, this rivalry's a throwback. Aren't many left like this where the stadium's divided right down the middle.
So much tremendous history between these two teams. And, David, it just always seems in this game, you throw out the stats, you throw out the standings, you throw out the records, and this is just a different energy when we see these teams play.
It's because you bring in the hatred. They don't like each other. The fan bases don't like each other. Texas, Oklahoma, it always means a lot.
At the 40, there he goes. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. And here on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. They'll ride the hot hand. Just buried it. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down. You guys know I love this stuff. Texas is threatening to put together a run unlike any they've had since the 50s, David.
Texas has been dominating the series, and I can tell you this from college. We had some rivals that we played with that we lost to consistently. Coaches that week got so tight, so tense, it made a big difference, Palmer.
Well, I'll tell you, this winning streak by Texas has had a major impact on the football program, too. Of course, the fans have been bragging, Bevo's strutting. These coaches' salaries, they've gone up because they've been able to win these games and dominate their rival, Oklahoma, time and time again.
What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. The Longhorns are rolling down the field. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. How about picking up tough yards like that as he gets to the 22? These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference. Be great in your conference. Get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. And they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. And they've been able to get within 2 yards. Now will they try to throw it? And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Texas!
I really love that first drive by the offense. It always seemed like they were just one step ahead of the D. And a nice job there down close. When the defense knew they were going to run the football, being more physical, running it in on 3rd down to get the touchdown.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So Oklahoma's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Typically, the last thing a defense wants is to have a backer on a wide receiver, but we may see.
Typically, you don't see linebackers that can run like this guy, and that's why they feel okay letting him cover this dynamic wide receiver one-on-one.
Yeah, and feel okay. It's not going to be a good thing. You better get your hands on him early. Put your physicality. Let that win. It ain't going to be your speed.
They'll keep it on the ground. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. He makes the connection. And they reacted well with the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Play this game in the shadow of Big Tex. You can get a corny dog out there, play carnival games, and see one of the great rivalries in the sport, David.
It's crazy. You literally walk outside of the stadium, and there are thousands upon thousands of people. They don't even realize a football game's going on, Jesse. They're just having a good time.
You're right. It's part of what makes this game so special. The Red River Rivalry, there's just so much fanfare. There's so much tradition. And remember, with bragging rights on the line, this thing just means...
Ball in the air, intercepted! And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Offense getting set for first down. Give to the running back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. This Red River Rivalry has such a history of great finishes, and the Longhorns pulled that one out last year, David.
Yeah, they found a way to get it done. And listen, this rivalry means so much. You think OU Jesse's heard a little bit about this over the last year?
Of course they have, David. I think both these teams, because of how last year's game ended, they knew this one was going to be a dogfight. They were prepared to come in here and play 60 minutes plus to try to get the W.
Here comes the option. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense.
RD, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play.
Headed to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
And that's the benefit to the run game. Keep pounding, keep pounding. Now you break one all the way down to the 2-yard.
And don't stop it. Get down, get lined up quick, and give it to this dude again to go score a touchdown.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorn! I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next booth yelling, "Wrap up! You have to wrap up!"
Bring your feet, 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from your defensive coaches. But you know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you. He makes a play and gets in the end zone.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he's coming out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. You know, Oklahoma's DNA is being tough. They have a whole drill about being tough named after them, the Oklahoma drill, and they won that one.
And we've seen that kind of come and go some throughout the years, but it started with serious physicality back in the day when they ran the option and just hit you in the mouth. But, you know, football's involved, and that's the one thing about this offense. Can they keep their physicality and assert their physicality? The good Oklahoma teams are physical.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Zimmerman. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Pressure coming. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. The Sooners will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive kill. It cost this offense here. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. The give to the lone running back.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Really good run there on 3rd down. He got 5, but they're still left with a 4th and 3. Unlike the old school thinking, this is the area of the field that is really 4-down territory now. And the Longhorns pick up the 1st down.
And it's aggressive, right? You're in your own territory, going for a 4th down, and it can be scary to think about if you don't get it. You set them up with good field position. But I like trusting your offense, knowing you can go out there and get the 1st down.
How about the patience from this sophomore to hunt that green grass?
I'll tell you, when I hear Texas football, I think about Bevo and I think about great running backs, man. Earl Campbell, Ricky Williams, Jamal Charles, Bijan Robinson. This dude seems like he's the next guy in that long list of game breakers at the position. He's got everything you look for in a great running defense.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
On the option. The pitch. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races. Boy, he's over 100 now at 102 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long.
Defensively, man, I play so much more man coverage when it gets down near the red zone, down inside the 20-yard line, this area of the field. I got less space to cover. I don't have to worry about them running way down the field really deep. But I do have to worry about them finding ways to get wide receivers, tight ends, speed the ball on the perimeter. Defense was ready for a pretty good job by the defense.
Hand off to the fullback. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
Yeah, and you failed on 1st and 2nd, but on 3rd down, you give it to the big fullback, and he does the rest. Lower the shoulder, lower the pads, run physical, and get in that end zone.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. FIU is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 21 over Navy. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Sooner offense returns to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Got him downfield. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll go to the ground. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the first quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Got it behind the line. It's Figueroa. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but, David, they believe they have the leadership in the locker room to turn it around, but it's got to start today.
Yeah, one at a time. Like, we got to start today. We got to find something. We got to find what we're really good at, what we can hang our hat on, so we can start to build some momentum throughout the season. Obviously, not the start we wanted, but we got to point to the next opportunity.
Here comes the Texas offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On the option. Now the pitch. At the 35, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. The running back has it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Defense is about firing off, getting the offensive guys and staying in their gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be. Nowhere to run.
They'll give it to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. I really like this call to go for it on 4th down in this area of the field. They'll try it on the ground. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quickly complete. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. The Sooners moving quickly to the line.
It's a really nice throw. It's so impressive watching this Oklahoma passing attack now. You think back to Bob Stoops taking over as head coach in 1999 and bringing with him the air raid offense, a style of passing attack that still wasn't very prevalent in college football at the time, but since then they've always had good quarterback play, guys that could play up tempo, make good decisions. This dude right here, he fits in perfectly with what they're trying to do, throwing the ball and running the ball.
Looking for a man. It's Zimmerman. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a shot. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Doesn't have a straight-on shot here. He'll kick it from the left hash and 39 yards out. And it's right down the boulevard. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
On the move. Past the sticks, and he may get more. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going to the ground. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. So 1st down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on 2nd down.
Reese, I got him right where I want. Okay, I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it.
And when you got that kind of speed, football's got to be a lot of fun. I mean, Jesse, it's not there. Just pull it down. Go make a play.
That's definitely something that defense has never had to worry about in my day either. I think I just pulled a hamstring watching that guy go.
The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Here's the handoff. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. No big secret what they're trying to do here. They've kept it on the ground. It's 1st and 10. Power football with the run. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big back. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
The Longhorns get enough for the 1st down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the 1st down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the 1st down mark.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll go to the toss. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns! the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Just got one on that last run. Now 2nd and 9 from their own 26. Got it set up on the outside. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Wants to throw. It's Zimmerman. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Feeling some heat. Great style points on that catch, but they didn't pick up any yardage. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They want to just keep throwing it. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more, Paul. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football though.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Right back to the well. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
Hold it. Open.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. 2nd down coming up. They go right back to him. At the 35, he's loose. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Quick handoff. Still on his feet at the 45. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. And the Longhorns with the 1st and 10. Motion from the offense. Trying to get outside on the jet sweep. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And to stop the jet sweep, you've got to be great at containing. You have to have players in the perimeter of your defense funnel the football and force it to go back inside. That time, that defense was not allowing that receiver.
Afterburners coming. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 35-6. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Hawaii is down, but they are not out of it. Not there in Oahu, one of the more majestic places to watch a game in all of college football. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to New Mexico State. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Looking to throw, it's Zimmerman. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. And the Sooners in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Dalton. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And that's why, through the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Sooners look to do some damage in the red zone. On second down, they'll take to the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. And he's got it! Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half will keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
This offense has a second down play. From the gun, running back on the move. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. This will likely be the last play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Longhorns will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Looking for space, it's Dalton. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
You got to wonder if that's a moral victory for this offensive line, because they have not been running the ball well at all game long. But on that short yardage situation, they finally pick it up, and maybe that's going to be the catalyst for them to get this thing going and spark the run game.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
I gotta be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Can anyone catch him? They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. To the air, it's Zimmerman. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. After a drive this long, a field goal would be a punch in the gut. It's 3rd and goal. Going for 6. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown Sooners! And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call.
Really nice job by awareness, too, from that guy. He's working the back line of the end zone. It's so easy to step out of bounds there, but he knew where it was, and when he made the catch, he made sure just to get one toe down to secure the TD.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They'll leave it with him. At the 35, he's open. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the option. And the ball's on the ground. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
I tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Getting some heat. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
This defense has a 3-possession lead at this point. You're seeing how dominant they are up front. They have done such a good job recruiting D-linemen, linebackers, guys that can blitz. They've got speed. They've found guys in the portal. They've recruited guys out of high school, and they are just eating right now.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Ball security always paramount. That football must be riveted to your rib cage, Jesse, and it wasn't last time.
And look, he knows that happens again. He's going to find himself on the sideline. So this is going to be a dude very motivated to make some plays on this drive.
Yeah, and I think it's frustrating, but you got to put it behind you. You got to move on. And this offense has to go through him anyways. You got to be able to run the football and have some balance.
In his sophomore season, he's really learned to find that running room.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Now on 2nd and short after that pickup. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. Goes to the option. Now the pitch. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Right away after picking up the 1st down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Looking downfield, it's Algier. Throws to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender, understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
Just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward. Let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job. Nice execution. First down.
Zings it complete to the right. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. The Longhorns have pushed it inside the 20. Now from inside the red zone. He's got it down the middle. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
The give to the back. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the stomping has commenced. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back. These guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And he'll bring it back. And the returner will be knocked down. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field.
He's loose. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Wide receiver now comes in motion. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Zimmerman. Grabs it in the middle. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. He wants to throw. Makes the grab over the middle. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Out of the gun, the give to the back.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Leaves it with the back. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. And after that last run, we'll see if they keep it on the ground on 3rd. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Makes his connection. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Big loss on the last play, threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. On the run, it's Dalton. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 run.
He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to get back in this ballgame.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Here comes the Texas offense. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Takes the handoff and he's going right. They bring him down and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play and we'll take a break to check him out. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Leaves it with the running back. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting 1st downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
Running with some authority as he bangs his way to the 43. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Buys a little time with his feet. It's complete. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this 3rd period with a big play. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Longhorns are threatening on 1st and goal. On the ground. Touch! And the pummeling has started. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. And Bemo's really starting to snarl right now, and he'd love to rub the Schooner's face right in it, David.
Yeah, they got it cooking. The Longhorns are looking good. In this rivalry game, you got half the crowd in this burnt orange, Jesse, that is going bananas right now.
Boomer Sooners got the weapons, though, guys, on offense. You've got the horses on the outside to turn this thing into a track meet. I know. But you can change this game. It just takes one play.
So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the...
36-yard line.
Man, this quarterback has been dialed in all game long. He's making outstanding decisions, and he's been so accurate throwing the football. He's now got over 350 passing yards.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Got his man down the middle. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Zimmerman. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Can't make the catch on third down, and the rarest of drops for this guy. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. They'll try to pick up the first. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Fourth and short, a lot of times you know what's coming. I know what's coming. Who's going to be more physical? They give it to the running back. O-line does their job. Nice pickup on fourth and short.
Quick strike complete. And just a short. Play, they pick up a few.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You've got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Get it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch, he's got enough. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. And the Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Ball at the 31. Third and short coming. Defense trying to rise up.
Flip it, reload.
He'll do it himself. He powers his way ahead, gets three, but they're still looking at 4th and 2.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Well, I don't think the defense was expecting him on that last 4th and 2 play. Good job by the offense keeping him off bounds with that play call.
Quarterback on the keeper. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
Design quarterback runs. There's so many of them, so many ways to do it. But either way, it's about getting that extra blocker and getting a dynamic athlete. These quarterbacks are all dynamic athletes. They're basically running backs now playing quarterback, trying to get them in space. And you can see he does the rest. He can chew up those yards quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Firing to the right, complete. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. It's still 3rd and goal. Back to pass, it's Zimmerman. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Sooners.
Nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000. But I like that they continue to fight.
The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. A first down for the offense. They'll run the option. Now the toss. Pass to 30. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Touchdown, Longhorns! They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. He's looking to throw it. They're trying to get to it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Back to pass. It's Zimmerman. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. He'll off one deep down the left side. Fires into traffic. Picked off. Trying to take it back. He goes out of bounds at the 7-yard line, but what an opportunity after that pick. And the sudden change magnified for this defense as it's 1st and goal. Now on the option. And he'll be ushered out of bounds at the 3. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in. Touchdown, Texas! And the beatdown has ensued. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Notre Dame notched a victory in enemy territory, and though it wasn't a dominant win, I'd argue any win away from South Bend is worth its weight in gold to the Golden Domers. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. He's going to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Now inside 4 minutes to go here on 2nd down. Back to the air one more time. It's caught. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. The Sooners look to keep this drive humming. They'll throw it on 1st down. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gets it out fast. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. They go to the ground. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Zimmerman. It's complete to the right. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. And the Sooners have moved it inside the 20. Going up top on 1st down. It's complete. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous party gift, a consolation prize. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and we keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this to practice.
So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. He rifles one deep down the right side.
I'm not trying to catch the ball as a defensive back all the time. I'm just making sure you don't catch it. Great job getting a deflection, fight through the hands, make sure he can't put his hands together to try to catch that football.
Unloads it left. Fires and picked off. Looking for more room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Looking for a productive play on 1st down.
42 Spider. 4-2.
He wants to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. After misfiring, it's 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Zimmerman. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today. And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like, they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his back in the middle. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
On 3rd down, offenses have their plays. What they like in 3rd and short, what they like 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. Great job by the offense having success. Now, it's incumbent upon the defense to learn their plays and try to shut it down.
He holds it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the punishment has been extended. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th, 6th straight win. They'll run the option. Now the toss. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would...
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. What a nice play on the pick. Didn't find much running room. They'll let it slide. They've got it at the 29. First down here for the offense. He'll ride his man on the option. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. The option look. He'll pitch it. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Touchdown, Texas! And the stomping has commenced. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak. And they'll try to tack on 2. Marches ahead. Worked on the touchdown. Might as well do the same thing on the 2-point conversion. He gets all 8 points on that trip. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated. Start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Zimmerman. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. This game always brings out the best in both teams, but today, Jesse, Texas' best was a little better.
And this is a win for them that's going to help their recruiting. Coaches are going to get paid for, but most importantly, David, Texas gets bragging rights for another whole year.
A whole year of bragging. And a whole year of telling OU fans, you're not as good as us. You can throw up the hook 'em horns. You can do it with pride. A lot on the line every year in the Red River Rivalry.
It may not be a crown, but it's a hat, and it is golden. In this latest edition of the Red River Rivalry, it goes to Texas. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Until next time, that'll do it for this edition of EA Sports College Football.